over just a little bit. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, Sir McAdoo here, your economic evangelist and your heart of a hustler. It is a great, great night to be alive, and I'm glad to be here and service you.
Yes.
Again, I'm Sir McAdoo, your economic evangelist. This is being brought to you by HeavenlyBodyProducts.com, where we help God's people prosper. Also, ChronicKiller.com. We keep the hood smelling good, and then we kill all chronic odors. All right. And then go to SirMarkAdoo.com and check out my other sites, okay? And this is my number. If you need to reach out to me, please reach out with my number. We're going to have an awesome, awesome night tonight. And listen, if you are on right now, let me know who you are, what you do, put in the feed, because it's going to be a business experience tonight. We got a media guy in the house, so we're getting ready to unleash the beast onto you, okay? So just be ready. Make sure you get a pen and paper. We're going to get a greater understanding of what we do and why we do what we do, okay? This is also being brought to you by the Black Billionaires Club. Please get that link and share and let people know this is the organization is going to get you to level up. You read this, sister? It's going to get you to level up, okay, and level out, okay? Queen, can you write that for me, please? And this is going to be a one-on-one session. I got an owner on the other line waiting to get in. And he created a company, a potato chip company. And he's going to tell you some things about how he did it and why he did it. But we're going to learn a little bit more about him as well, okay? Please like and share. Please let other people know that we're on. We're going to take a few minutes for you. Just go and like and share. You know, share it to your friends, your family, your in-laws, and even some of your outlaws. You know, let them know that you love them, and then they probably start to like us just a little bit more. Okay, it's also the Economic Evangelism University. This is for the people that get into business with me to buy the oils, the body oils, the burning oils, the sage, the shea butter, the black soap, all that. And this is a great opportunity to not only buy products and make money, but to also understand the art of making money, just making money, okay? SirMarkAdoo.com, check me out, okay? And please stop by the warehouse, Heavenly Body Products, 2571 Park Central Boulevard in Decatur, Georgia. Okay, we can really learn a lot of stuff tonight.
Yes, we got so much in store today.
Okay.
It's a good day just to be here.
It's a great day in the neighborhood. I'm getting ready to get to you.
It's a great day.
Packages.chronickiller.com. And the reason why there's a lot of things going on in our communities right now. It's going on around the world, okay? So just understand that we need each other, okay? And we all we got, all right? So real raw talk, okay? I want you to go ahead and check out one of my business associates. His name is Calvin. This is the guy with the toilet paper, the laundry detergent, the fabric softener, all that stuff, wholesale. So we can come on and level up a little bit more, okay? All right, and this is the warehouse number. Please check us out if you need to call and ask some questions. We're here 10 to 6, Monday through Friday. And this broadcast is live on Sir McAdoo Hagens on Facebook and YouTube. Please go to YouTube at Sir McAdoo Hagens and subscribe, okay? All right, now we're getting ready to give our children. If you have children or youth in the household right now, bring them a little bit closer to the screen and so we can talk to them. And show you, we're going to teach them some things, and your grandchildren too. We're going to teach them some things about not just Black people, but God's people, okay? So we're going to give them some access and some exposure, period, all right? Okay, here we go. So you ready? We're going to get this ball rolling. Without further ado, I'm going to first introduce what's going on, my brother. Please introduce yourself and tell people who you are and what you do.
What's going on, world? It's a great day today. My name is Derek Barnhill, and it's an honor to be here today. I am the owner of Third Eye Vision Media. I help small business owners grow by creating perfect commercials for your business so you can go ahead and get your clientele up, your clients, and also your products. So that's what we're here today, is to show you how to market, show you how to take your Instagram post and turn it into money.
That's awesome right there. And you said the name of your company, Third Eye Vision Media. There you go. If you need to get in touch with him. The reason why I'm putting this on the front side so that people can, just in case.
Just in case.
You have to go somewhere. You know how to get his number. There's his number right there. You want to run your commercial. You want to run an infomercial. You want to do your, we shot yesterday for the
documentary, the brand documentary.
That's deep. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the brand documentary.
Oh, the brand documentary. Oh, so the brand documentary is very important to all business owners. Brand documentary give you the opportunity to show your side of your business. Once you die, you need something to represent your brand. If it's not on video, you don't exist at all. So we are here to push you down in a timeline that's going to last forever. You want to talk about your brand. We're going to interview you. We're going to talk about your story, where you come from, your purpose. If anybody want to buy your brand, if anybody want to buy anything, they want to know who you are first. I'm not going to buy your brand if I don't know nothing about you.
And I'm glad you said that. And I want you to put in the feed, what's the world's #1 brand? Right now, what you put in the feed, right now, what's the world's #1 brand?
So yeah, you must focus on your brand. And today is 2020. Back then, TV conquered everything. You needed to get news anchors, or you needed to have a TV production just to have a commercial. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today you had an opportunity to team with a videographer here in Atlanta to tell your story, to tell about your business, to create beautiful commercials so you guys can be able to play it for your crowd. So first of all, video, I always say it, video is everything. And the most important thing that we offer right now is brand documentary. And I believe Sir Markedu was very excited about this because this is going down forever. And also just imagine a photographer sitting down with you and want to learn about your story. And imagine you seeing yourself on video. Just imagine the emotions and the feeling, just seeing yourself. We can get it done today.
You know what? That reminds me of yesterday. A young man was here, and we was sitting there talking, and I showed him some of the videos that Barnhill DJ did, and it was interesting. He said, "Wow, that's nice, man. You did a little something right there." I said, "Nice." I said, "Let me show you something else." So I showed him some video 30 years ago. So he said, "Man, you've been doing it for 30 years. I said, "I've been doing it for longer than that. That's just the footage I have for you right now." So just to prove that if something happens to me, and I told you that we was talking, I want to make sure that we get these things done. So if something ever happened to me, I may retire. But this way, we all are still making money. But I was long gone. So this is what all the teaching and all the education is all about. So please, if you have children or grandchildren, please bring them in here. Let's go to work, okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So the world's #1 brand is the brand that you create. All right. I'm glad you. And look at Cookie. She said Walmart. Let me tell you something. I want you to put in the feed. The #1 brand, ladies and gentlemen, is yourself. You're the brand. If you don't create that brand and make that brand pop, see, there was no such thing as Walmart without Sam Walton. He was the brand. There was no Microsoft without Bill Gates. There's no such thing as Heavenly Body Products. It would have never happened without me. I was the brand. I made this happen. You know, people buy me way more than they buy my products. So just make sure you got that, put in the feed that I am the world's #1 brand. All right? And make sure you teach your children that, because they're being branded every day. If you let your kids go out with saggy pants, hair not done, I don't care if they have dreads or whatever they have, make sure twist, make sure they're neat, because they're being brand. That's their brand.
They're a reflection of you.
That's the reflection of you.
Reflection of you.
I'm doing great, Devontae, man, in the house. Brother Jack, there he is. The lion. Let's go to work. Hey, this is what I need you all to do. I need you to like, and I need you to share. Please go over and tell people we are on the air. Okay? All right, here we go. We're gonna learn something today. And here we're going to get started. Without further ado, I'm going to bring this young man in. There he is, Dondre.
What's going on?
Descent. How you doing?
Hey, I am reaping the rewards of prosperity.
Oh, wow. Come on now. I like that. Yes.
Absolutely.
I want you right now explain to all our listeners who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Dondre Anderson. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Symphony Chips. And right now I am, currently running our potato chip empire, shall I say. Well, it's more of an enterprise. I like enterprise better. And I say that not because, hey, we're in our kitchen actually cooking up potato chips, but because we actually have a lot of vendors involved and we have a very distributed supply chain. So when people say, hey, can I get 1 million bags of chips? We can actually deliver that in 30 days or less. So that's what it takes to have a supply chain. And I am blessed to have my family involved in my business and actually carry on my father's legacy, which is a lot of things that, a lot of things wrapped up in there in one. So I'm blessed to have this.
We're gonna get to that. You can believe we're gonna get to that. Why?
Absolutely.
Why are you here? Okay. And I'm looking forward to getting started with you and asking you a couple of fact-finding questions. Okay. And if anybody have any questions, please put it in the feed, and I would definitely put it up and let Dondre and be able to answer some of your questions. Okay. So one of the questions I want to ask you is when you was a child. Matter of fact, where are you from?
So I'm originally from Detroit, but I was actually raised in Las Vegas.
You're
That's where I got my tan.
Say that again.
That's where I got my tan.
So you're in Las Vegas now?
No, I'm actually here in Atlanta now.
Oh, this is even better. Oh, we get ready to get busy. Oh, I like that. Okay. Now, when did you how did you end up here in Atlanta?
I actually came here to go to school. I actually started at Fort Valley State College, which is a HBCU in Middle Georgia. And then I transferred and up here to Atlanta to finish up my engineering degree.
Engineering degree. Oh, that's easy. So now you said engineering degree. So are you using your engineering degree today? To this day? Oh, you might have frozen. You're still with us? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I froze up a little bit. Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead. Sorry.
No,
I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
Are you using your engineering degree today?
I'm 14.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, he said no.
Yeah, not at all.
So at this point, I think we're gonna go deeper into your business. What was you doing when you was young as business? When did you start understanding business and hustle?
I understood it mainly. I want to say my first business was in high school. I actually was a DJ, actually a mobile DJ. So while other kids were doing, working odd jobs or whatever, I was DJing parties. So that was one way I learned how to hustle. I understood what a contract meant, what it meant to get, how you're supposed to be paid, negotiating terms, all those things. So I learned that when I was in high school.
How old were you?
I was about 16 years old, so I was old enough to drive. So I had to drive myself to and from these parties. And luckily, my mom had a station wagon. While that ain't the most glamorous car to drive, it was perfect when you need to haul your DJ equipment, all your turntables, records, and speakers, and all that. So
it wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the glamour. I'll tell you that. Absolutely. And see, and this is one of the reasons why I asked you this question, D, is because I want our children and our grandchildren, hopefully you all got them out of the room and got them sitting down. And I want to let you young folks know to really pay attention, because as you begin early in life, it's most likely that's going to follow you into your older years, because I've been hustling and taking people's money legally, morally, and ethically since I was 10 years old. So basically, I'm doing the same thing I've been doing since I was 10, and that's taking people's money legally, morally, and ethically. So I want you parents and grandparents to really take a step back just for a minute and say, you know what? Maybe I need to ask my children and my grandchildren, do you want to start a business? Do you want to make your own money? And that's important. Do you agree?
Very important.
Okay, good. So when did you, what other businesses did you get into as you got older?
So the next business that I got into was I started a software company. And I did that primarily because when I was working here in Georgia, Georgia happens to be a right to work state. So people can fire you for whatever. So when I learned that I could earn a contractor salary or an independent contractor salary and still have the same risk or whatever, having, a job or full-time job, it made more sense to me just to start my own company, become an independent contractor and go after projects, RFPs, things of that nature. And I did pretty well with it. So that's what I did first.
Yeah, good.
I got a question for you. So
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody your process, how you came up with your brand and the process to put it in the stores in Walmart, Target.
Oh, man. We're going a little too fast. We're going too fast. Because that's a good question. Mm-hmm. Because we're still talking about your contractor deal. We're still there. That's a good question, though. We'll hold on to that
keep
question.
That in his head, okay.
Yeah, because that's a good question. We're going to get to that. But I want to know, you said the contractor deal.
Yeah, so when I was I actually had a full-time job for a company, and I thought, that was the thing to do. You go to college, you graduate, and you get a full-time job, and you live this, this fallacy that's called the American dream.
Ooh,
so it was like that until I was let go because somebody didn't like me. But this is after, FICA takes their money, and you fall into this lie about the 401k stuff. And after they take all this money out of your check, you live in this, they give you this high dollar salary, or at least it's high dollar on paper. But by the time they whittle out all the taxes and benefits and all that kind of stuff, you're not making what you thought you should be making. So that's why I decided to start my own company, get my own contracts, and then I could, in the dollars that they were promising were actually coming into my account at that point. Then I could decide what kind of healthcare I wanted, what kind of saving strategy I wanted to employ, and it was a lot less than what they were offering. So I just learned to do things.
That leaves me, because I when did you go independent then? I mean, what when you shifted from that, what did you get into?
Well, no, I was still doing software development. That's what I was doing. So after I graduated college, I got into software development at that point. And it just so happens when I graduated college was December 2001. So what happened in September 2001, right?
Yes.
Remember? Yeah. So it was like the worst time to be in IT. And here I was, graduated with a degree in electrical engineering and computer engineering, and I couldn't do anything with it. So I had to basically retool myself. I taught myself how to program. And then that's how I got my first programming gig. Yeah. And then from there, I decided to start a software company because I could make way more money and have more projects going at one time. Yes. And now instead of just making one salary or one person's salary, I can make 10 or 12. So that's what I decided to do.
How many employees did you end up with in that world?
I want to say at one time I may have had up to maybe about 3 or 4 employees.
That's good.
And so we were going pretty good. We had a pretty good niche market for a while. So it was pretty good for a minute. I gotta admit, it was fun.
That's good. So after that world, what got you out of that world? What did you get into next?
From that world, I actually got into the potato chip company. So it was kind of like a transition period. So
Yeah.
because to start a company, you got to have capital, and unfortunately, when you look like me, you have to understand what bootstrapping means. So, and I'm a big proponent of having your own skin in the game. So, learning how to go from we started as a spice company. Well, I don't know. You ready for me to go into that now, or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're getting
Okay.
there. Yeah, we're good because I know I heard your father or somebody else was involved, but
Yeah.
hey.
So while having my software company, and I go visit my dad, sometimes pretty frequently out in Vegas. I was living here in Atlanta. He was living in Las Vegas still. So when I would take my kids or whatever out there, just so happens one trip we went out there. My dad's a retired chef from the Las Vegas Strip. So when he likes to cook a lot. So when he made us breakfast one morning, he put something on some eggs that was just incredible. Because normally I just put a little salt and pepper on my eggs, but he made these eggs with this spice that was incredible. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, Pop, what is that you're using? And the way he has his kitchen organized, like because he's run restaurants and buffet, not buffets, but well, buffets too. But because he's running restaurants, he has his kitchen structured a certain way. And so when I saw this spice, it was just kind of sitting out in a ramekin with a spoon in it, and he just kind of just added it as he needed it. Oh. And so I asked him, "What is that you're using? What is that spice?" And so he told me what it was, and I was like, "So you just concocted, you just made this up, and you just put it on your eggs? That's ridiculous. You should be doing more with this. I mean, this is incredible." So after a little bit of conversation, I said, "Hey, we should try to bottle this and sell it. I think this would be incredible." And he was like, "Well, my father's from that generation of he don't get really excited. He's like, yeah, okay. If you feel like you can do something with it, go ahead." I said, "All right, well then let's make it happen." And so, but because my background was software engineering and more so process engineering. When I got the spice or whatever, now the next thing was, okay, now how do I get it onto shelves, right? So of course, back then we started back in 2010. So back then, the internet was there, but it wasn't as vast as it is now. So I was looking up ways, okay, how do I start a spice company? What does that look like? And so what ended up happening was I ended up figuring out a logo. And because I did a lot of website development, so I knew I needed a logo, I knew I needed a mission statement, and I needed some kind of brand, right? Some kind of brand story. So I got that together, and then I just went and just asked a store owner, "Hey, I have a product. How do I get it on your shelf?" And it just so happens that store owner, well, not owner, the actual grocery buyer happened to be the buyer at 7 Under right here in Atlanta.
So I want y'all to listen real good at what's really going on because you still have a relationship with them, correct?
I do. Yeah, his name's Brian. Shout out to Brian at 7 Under.
There we go. I hope you invited them on tonight because you gave them a plug. You know that, right? So
it's a great store. So yeah.
Wow.
Great store.
Okay, but go ahead now because that's
okay. So
how did you go about it? But go ahead.
All right. So when we got in the store, we had the pretty packaging or whatever, and I watched people's habits. And when people picked up spices, they would look at the packaging, they would read it or whatever, and then if they liked it, they would just buy it. I said, okay, well, I can figure that part out. That seems pretty straightforward. So I got the pretty packaging together, put it on the shelf, and it just sat there. I was like, well, hold on, how come it's not moving? Well, then that's when I learned that, well, while people may see pretty pictures, if they don't associate with your brand or have at least tried it, they're not going to buy it.
Yes.
So
come on.
So then we moved to the next step.
Go ahead, teach it.
And so then we had to move to the next step, which was doing in-store demos.
Yes.
So we set up our little table or whatever, and we allow people to try the spices. And because it's all natural, gluten-free, non-GMO spice, we put it right on raw vegetables and we put it on popcorn, and people tried it and they bought it. And it was a wonderful feeling.
Demos and promos. Remember that. Somebody put in the feed demos and promos. You got to do it live. Put somebody
Absolutely.
please put that in the feed.
Absolutely. It was a wonderful thing. And so when when they tried it and they bought it, we would sell out. Now we had this block of time of 4 hours, but we would sell out with like in like about an hour and a half. We'd be sold out, done. So that was amazing for me. And I had my daughters involved. It was cool. But then chopping up vegetables and everything became somewhat cumbersome. So we thought of another way that we can get the product out to people and allow them to try it a little faster, a little easier. So then we had the idea to make potato chips. So right there in the store, we put up, a little electric fryer, you know what I'm saying? And we put the oil in there. We shaved the potato chips right into the grease, let them cook. When they came out, we sprinkled some of the seasoning on it and handed it out. And then it shifted. And it was so dramatic because people went from, hey, we love these spices, love the spices, and they would just buy it. Then it shifted to, okay, the spices are okay, but dude, can I get a bag of these chips? Can you make me a bag of chips?
Yeah,
Like, we're just giving out samples like one or two. Like, no. I need a whole bag. These are the best chips I've ever had in my life. And
yeah.
because Seven Under is an all natural food store, they service all walks of life. So
Yes.
people that look like me, don't look like me, whatever, were saying the exact same words. These chips are amazing. Can you make me a whole bag? One guy, which I'll never forget this guy, he said, you know what? Tell me everything you have here because I want to buy everything you have here so I can go create it at home because these are the best chips I've ever had. And if I can create this myself, I'll go do it. I was like, wow, you will spend the money on the grease and he said, absolutely. I want to know what kind of potatoes these are. Where'd you get the potatoes? I want the exact potatoes you have so I can go do this myself. I was like, that's when it kind of stuck out from like, okay, we have something here. So as the business world said, that's when our company pivoted, right?
Yes. Before you go any further,
Go ahead.
Anita, I'm gonna just in case I know this is gonna wind down sooner or later. Where are your daughters at now? What are they doing?
So while they were with me in the store, they were handing out samples because who can say no to a sample from a pretty girl, right? So it's like, hey, I can try our potato chips or whatever, and they would just love it, and people would try it and buy it, and it was great. But right now, my daughters have their own products that they've created from our seasonings. Wow. So I have one daughter, my oldest daughter, Amina. She's created a gluten-free and low-carb fry batter using our spices. So every one of the flavors of chips that comes out, she's gonna have the fry batter to match it. And we're kind of dubbing her the fry girl. And then my youngest daughter, her name's Amari. Amari's a pastry baker, right? And she's 17, right? She's been loving the. Oh, go ahead. You got a question?
Yeah, I do. Because sometimes we go too fast. How old were the girls when they started with you?
So when we went into Seven Under, I want to say this is about 2012, I believe. And so they were about 16, 17 now. Was that 5 years ago? So about 11 and 12.
Now, one of the reasons why I asked that question is to let our viewers know this is what I'm saying. If you bring your children in now and I'm going to put the word up there again, you give them access and exposure at a younger age, the chances of them leaving you what you're doing is slim to none. One of the words that we gotta admit that we think as entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs, what we do is we say, why? I ask them, why are you doing this? And they say, it's generational wealth. I'm doing it for my children, right? And I said, are your children involved? And they say, no. I said, well, it's not for generational wealth for your children. Because if something happens to you and they get their hands on it, then what they going to do with it? They're going to sell it or run it into the ground because they have no use for it. They don't have no understanding of all the hard work we as parents and grandparents, as we nurture our babies now at a young age. And I wish I had that when I was coming up. It was so happened that my son was about 9 when I started. Now he's 35 and he works with me. That's the name of the game. So I whispered in his ear 2 weeks ago, what's going to happen to all this if something happens to me? He said, I'm going to keep running it. Well, I can rest assured that he's going to do the best he can running this company. That's the reason why I asked that question, because you're talking generational now. Wealth is in your family. The possibilities of them taking over this whole thing when you retire or pass on, they're in driver's seat. And guess what? Now you can rest assured that your grandchildren, they know the formula. Go ahead, talk about your babies again, bro. You're young.
Okay. So my youngest one, Amari, she's a baker and she enjoys baking pastries. And so she figured out a way on her own how to mix our spices into her baking, into her pastries, and it changes the flavor profile. So one of the first things she did was she took a chocolate cake and she mixed our spices into it, and she actually leverages the spices that go on our sweet potato chips. So she used those spices in there, and it changed the flavor profile so dramatically that it's like, oh my God, when I tried it, I was like, baby girl, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. This is what I'm talking about.
We keep telling you, man, this is fantastic. This is the stuff, man. You see the smile on my face because this is what I cheer on our families. We got to do it now. You cannot wait till it's too late. And wait, my time too late, and you can't wait till you die because you never get a chance to do it. You got to do it while you're alive and your blood is pumping through those veins. We keep on going.
And let me piggyback on that a little bit. So when I set the company up, it wasn't to do it in our kitchen. I explained to them what supply chain means.
Come on.
So that way it's not. So that way when somebody walks up to you, because a lot of businesses fail because they cannot deliver on demand. So when they said, hey, I want to be in Walmart, I want to be in Target, all these other big box stores. When they say, okay, well, we need 4,000 of your product.
Yes.
4,000 items. They're like, well, I can only do like 400 in a month. Give me 10 months. It's like, well, no, we can't do business with you.
Yes.
You have to be able to meet.
Scale up. You have to scale up. How do you scale?
So what I did was, and I showed my daughters this, was I did it what society teaches you, I did it backwards. Society tells you to go out there and make sure you can get the demand first and then come back and figure out your supply chain. That's what a lot of business schools teach you. That's totally wrong.
Yeah.
You have to understand your supply chain first because your product might change based upon what manufacturing can do.
In your environment, in the community, change.
Exactly.
My clothes, you build a relationship with the store owners.
Exactly.
And you know if they're family owned,
so
it's going to be generational. You know that you're selling to the owner, and your children are going to be selling to their children.
Exactly. And it's all about relationships. So you're exactly right. So building a supply chain is building it's like building your family just more extended, because these are relationships that you cultivate.
Come on.
So I explained to them, hey, we have the spices that have to be commercially blended. And then when we talk about potato chips, you have to have a co-packer that can make your chips, but they have to make it, private label, because you have companies out here that own their own manufacturing and don't do private label chips. So you have to have a co-packer that will do not only private labeling, but also use your private spice blend as well. So I taught them how to do that, and also packaging. So this is where people like Derek come into play, because another thing as an entrepreneur, you have to know what your lane is and stay there. Okay, my lane is process engineering. I understand that. Okay, I'm good at supply chain management. I do not have a creative bone in my body, and I own that. If you ask me to draw you a picture, it's
great that you're admitting that, because a lot of people won't admit it. They want to do what they imagining, know.
And I can do it all. I can wear every hat. It don't matter. I'll do it all.
I want to thank
you. A lot of entrepreneurial books talk about, hey, as an entrepreneur, that means you have to wear every hat. Well, in a lot of ways that's true, but it's not really true all the way, because you have to wear the hats that you can handle. And when you can't, you have to know how to outsource and what that looks like.
I want to thank you for enlightening us on that, because I just want to add a little piece to it, because that was awesome. And you see, this is what I want to tell you, entrepreneurs. You don't get this kind of information every single day of your life. And and I was sitting, I believe it was you and Darren, and I said, I'm a sales guy. I know how to sell. I said, that was the problem. I am not no manager. I'm not no this and that, but I had to be them all. But now, and I'm doing them now, but I know what I do best. And I will sell. And that's why I did a broadcast today. And I said, the economy is getting ready to recover. And so there's two things you're going to either have to do. Either you're going to have you be a great investor, or you have to be great in sales. And those are the two things that's going to get you to be able to grab some of that new money that's getting ready to release into the economy. Because they're getting ready to put another $2 trillion in stimulus into the economy. All you have to do is prepare you and your children and your children's children for that curve. When that curve comes up, you be there to catch that money. But you got to know how to do it with your mind. You must make sure your mind is right. And that's what you're talking about now. Your mind is right. You know what you know how to do, and you're getting ready to focus even more harder on that. Go ahead, King.
Absolutely. So understanding, that you're going to have a distributed network. Because with mine, the same company that does my spices is not the same company that does my packaging, which is not the same company that does my, which actually does my actual co-packing. And that's not even the same company that does my fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? So there was a point in time at the beginning when we were getting pallets of chips delivered to the house, and me and my daughters working together had a nice little assembly line. So when people place orders online, we were fulfilling them ourselves. We were doing that for a while, and then we found a fulfillment company to do it for us.
Yeah.
So it's all about growing your company, scaling upward. But you have to understand every aspect of it. You cannot skip a step. Oh, no, you cannot. Because look, even though I was blessed with the software company that paid for a lot of my, we'll call it learning, we'll call it OJT, right?
Yeah.
But I learned that even if I threw money at certain things, it didn't solve the problem, especially when it came to advertising and marketing. And that's where Derek comes into play.
Yeah.
And so you can't get around things like that. So building my supply chain, this is kind of coming back to the point, was getting my daughters involved early, letting them understand this is what it takes. So when you say, hey, I want to do this, okay, well, what does your packaging look like? Where does it come from? How fast can you get it? And what is your cost? Figuring out pricing is another key thing. How I figured out pricing was a gentleman told me this a long time ago. He said pricing is like a woman's skirt. He said it has to be high enough to draw your attention, but low enough to cover everything.
Yeah. There we go. I like that. You gotta go take us. Do that again. Say that again so our viewers can understand this. Make sure you understand it. Say it again. It's just like a woman's what?
It's just like a woman's skirt. It has to be high enough to draw your attention, but still low enough to cover everything.
That's powerful. How much of this information does your children have right now? If something happened to you right now, do they know enough to deal with the supply chains? Are they wise enough to handle fulfillment? Because there's different levels of fulfillment. You got a company fulfillment doing this. You got a fulfillment company doing that. Then you got the massive fulfillment that doing distribution. So do they know every aspect of that product line?
They know everything up to this point right now. See, right now we're about to expand again because now we're getting a lot of hits from the West Coast. Our fulfillment center is here in Atlanta, so the West Coast people are paying more for shipping. So we're about to expand again to a more distributed network as far as distribution goes. So that way we can offer 2-day service to all of our customers, and it's free. So that's what we're going to be offering to our customers. That's coming up. So that's the next level. So they see all this. So is it when people hit me up on Facebook or on Instagram and say, hey, I really want your chips, or they say, hey, I wanted to buy some, but the shipping cost was too much or whatever, then we had to answer that. And that was another thing. So we went from answering the questions in the store, which was, hey, these are great on potato chips. How can I get chips? We had to answer that question. Then the next question was, hey, if I want to put my chips in stores, and somebody says, hey, well, I need about 500 bags, I had to be able to fulfill that. That's another question I had to answer. Now, when it comes to people that are in like California, for example, to say, hey, I want to enjoy your chips, but $8, $10 for shipping is too much.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay $8 or $14 sometimes for shipping is too much. How can I get your chips? I got to answer that question too. So they're part of that process because everything comes from our customers, listening to them, listening to feedback. The customers will say they will make and break you, and because we're in this digital age now where people have direct access to you, and they want expedient answers, you have to be ready with an answer. You got to figure out an answer.
Let me ask you now, because this is very good for a lot of you all that are listening right now. I want to ask you, do you have a need for distributors? Do you have a need for distributors, like small distributors that have small warehouses all around Atlanta? Because I have access to a lot of stores and wholesale distributors as well. So do you need any reps that can go out into the field and create more territory?
We got to talk about that because I definitely need
you gotta answer that.
To expand. Yeah, yes, absolutely right. Because to your earlier point, you can't do everything yourself. I enjoy being in front of people. I enjoy selling my product. I think it's fun. I love it when I tell people we have the only gourmet potato chips on the planet. And I watch their eyes go like this. I don't believe that. I don't believe you got that. And I let them try our product, and they're like, "Oh my God, these are gourmet chips. I ain't never tasted chip, but this much season on it in my life." And I watched their whole lives change because they've been trained to just have salt and pepper or some other third dimension that they put on chip like rosemary, and it gives an illusion of gourmet. Oh, no. See, we have the only proprietary 28 season blend that is all natural, gluten-free, non-GMO on the planet, and we put it on potato chips.
Boy, somebody gonna challenge you on that.
And we calling it original. Because right now, when you think about original flavored chips, you think about salt and pepper. Well, we're changing the whole dynamic when you think about original. We want you to demand more. We're going to raise the bar when it comes to potato chips. And these are the only gourmet potato chips on the planet. And right now we got original, and then we also have smoked, which is our version of barbecue. So a lot of people call their chips barbecue, but when you're a true barbecue connoisseur, you're going after that smoke flavor, and that's what we offer. So we got the only ones.
I need you to hold that bag up again. I don't want to cover your face, but I really want to see the whole bag. I want my associates to see the whole. There we go. Okay. That's what you're looking for. Now, what is there? Are they in stores now? What stores are they in here in Atlanta right now?
So in Atlanta right now, we're in the AC Marriott's, the Plaza Theater, and I'm missing one. No, that's it. That's where we are right now. And then the other place is online.
7 Under don't have it?
7 Under does not carry our chips because of the oil that our chips are fried in.
Ah, gotcha. What do they carry?
When we come back with our spice line, we're gonna have our spices there, and also our fry batter is gonna be there also. So I've already talked with Brian about it. He's like, man, just bring it back, man, because people miss those spices. So that's cool.
Okay, and so you do not have it at 7 Under. It's online, so you ship them.
Yep.
And what's the average cost of a bag?
So our chips online sell for $3.50 a bag, but we have packages where you could get a pack of 12, or you could get a pack of 24, or even a pack of 60.
So that drives the price down.
Exactly. The more you buy, the cheaper they cost, and the shipping is included. And given what's going on right now, you ain't gotta leave the house. We'll ship it right to your door.
So we're gonna have a chip party. We ain't going.
You can even subscribe. You can even subscribe. So that way you can decide what day of the month you want to be your chip day. You can say, hey, everybody has a cheat day. So why not make your cheat day your chip day? You say, what's today? What's today? Today's chip day. And you go outside, the chips are right there on your doorstep.
Okay, so now you got subscription. So you have a subscription-based ordering line. You froze on me again. If you have to, just keep moving until you come in. So he has a subscription, ladies and gentlemen, which is good. Hopefully it's on his it's on the webpage. The subscription you get on the web. You're back in. So the subscription is online, correct? How much does it cost for your subscription?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How much subscription?
You can actually get you can get either a 12-pack or 24-pack subscription right now for as little as $38. And we ship it right to your door. You set it, forget it, and every month it comes right to you.
Yeah.
$38 every month. Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, 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 bang. Oh, but
come on.
But because they're listening to your show and your show only, right?
Get there.
If you go to the website and you use the promo code I need 10, that's I, then NEED.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, okay, stay with us.
Am I back? Okay. All right.
No, because we need to go over that again.
Yes.
Yeah, so go ahead and give us that again. It was what's the spelling?
It's I and then NEED. I need 10. So 10. So I NEED 10. And that'll give you 10% off your entire order. That's it right there. That will work right now. And it's only for your listeners. I would not broadcast this anyplace else but for your people because it's you.
There it is. That's what I want to know. Now, before we move on, because we get ready to talk about technology. Have you done any work for him yet?
We will.
Okay, so you all haven't done any work yet. So I just did mine yesterday. What is it called? A brand documentary. I can never get that documentary word.
Too excited. That's
but the brand documentary, and I want people to understand. I believe once you do your brand documentary, because you see the series of questions I asked you.
Absolutely.
For now, you can put that out there for thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people to see, without you even have to say it again. You don't have to tell people what you did. Let me send you my documentary.
Right. And it's so key. And what Derek does, and I really want your audience to understand this, is that you can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows about you, then nobody knows about you. And what Derek does, he has the ability to capture what's called your branding. Right now, what does that mean? Let's unpack that. That means your story and what your product represents and what it does for you. And you can do all that on video through 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and 60 seconds. And Derek knows all about this. And the photography that goes into it is critical. Because let me tell you something, having the best chips on the planet means nothing if people can't see other people that look like them eating and trying the product, and it looks appetizing and wonderfully well presented online. And these are the things where Derek comes into play. It's why his business is so critical. That's why entrepreneurs we have to get out of our own way. We want to be there and try and control every aspect. No, you got to step back and let the people who are experts at making brands shine.
I love what you're saying. You're absolutely right. And also the thing about the brand documentary, my people, is that, as again what I said at the beginning, people buy you. You were the brand, and see, they don't even that brand documentary we did. That when you complete it, they don't even see my products. If they're gonna buy, they buy me now. They're gonna buy me. They're gonna say, I believe what he's selling.
Absolutely.
And I want some.
Absolutely.
And so this is why I want my audience to understand is that no matter how small or how large you are, you need marketing. You can't do without it. If McDonald's is spending billions of dollars, I would say millions. I don't think it's billions. They did millions of dollars a year to get you to buy a hamburger. Why? Why are they doing that? Because it's important for them. Why did it now when your kids, when they were little, and they say, see the arch, they don't even see the store. They see this big old M, and they say, McDonald's. That's what a brand does. Your brand, what I said, it supersedes you.
Yeah.
Your brand goes way out there before you even get there. People know who you are. People know Sir Markadu. And they never laid eyes on me. Like, what did you tell me the other day? What did you tell me yesterday?
It's talking about how I knew your brand before I knew you. Which one? Yeah.
He knew my brand before he knew me. And then when people meet me, they said, you're the guy that created it? I said, I am. So I appreciate what you're saying right there. Now, what I need you to do, beloved brother, I need you to take us home now. I need you to tell us what you need people to know about you, your brand, how to reach you, where to get your products, okay? And what you need us to do as a community. I know we got the code right there. Just tell us what you need us to do to support you and your family and your legacy.
I need you guys to go out to symphonychips.com and order your chips, because we are doing this to provide the potato chip world and all you potato chip connoisseurs out there with the best chips on the planet. So we are offering that to you. They ship right to your door. You can subscribe right now, and you can choose which day of the month or week you want to be your chip day. So please go out to www.symphonychips.com, and please follow us on Instagram and also on Facebook. Keep following us, because as we launch these products, then you will be right in line to make sure that you get yours and you're not left out there, because other people are going to tell you about it. They're going to be like, hey, I had this fry batter, and I made this chicken, or I made this fish, or I made these portobello mushrooms in it, and it was fantastic, and you don't want to miss out. So don't miss out on, hey, supporting a wonderful family. Like I said, my family's involved, from my father all the way down to my daughters. They're all involved. They have a piece of this.
He's breaking a little bit. There's 3 generations. You're not just supporting just one.
So then we're going to go.
No, go ahead.
And then we can move into the spices. We're going to move into the spices, and then we're going to move into the fry batter, and then the pastries. So watch out for that online. Follow us, support us. We appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. And I just want to make sure just go to his website real quick while you're just moving around. Just go to his website and just look around, see who he is. And one other thing, tell us where outside the website, where can we go buy your product? We want to walk in. Where do we walk in and go get it?
Okay, so the only walk-in store we have right now is in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's called Urban City Market, and it's off of Howell Mill in 10. If you Google Urban City Market, you can walk in there and you can buy our chips. Other than that, is at the AC, also the Plaza Hotel. I'm sorry, Plaza Theater. Plaza Theater on Ponce. They sell our chips right now. You can walk in there, enjoy it. Well, I don't know if you can walk in there right now and enjoy a movie, but Urban City Market is still open to the public. Please, you can go in there and support that store. It's a wonderful bodega. They sell our chips there, but that's where you can go. And I have a feeling your next question is going to be about big box stores, but I don't know. You want to ask me about that? You want to tell me about it? You want to ask me about it?
Yeah, well, tell us about the big box stores.
Okay, all right. So as I mentioned earlier, having your supply chain in line, so that way when somebody walks up to you, you have the ability to pull that trigger. Well, getting into big box stores, you have to make sure that it services your target market. And so because we have a gourmet chip, that means our chips won't be available in every kind of store. They're going to be available in stores that favor natural products.
Food, Whole Foods, Rainbow.
Exactly. And then when you start dealing with larger brands, they're going to try and freeze you out.
Right.
Yes. And we're experiencing a lot of that right now. So that's why we don't have national distribution and we're not in any big box stores right now, because they're trying to freeze us out. But I'm working on the answer for that right now. I'm gonna go a whole nother direction they ain't even ready for.
Yeah, and then it's also called a rollout. So you'll be able to roll it out as slow or as fast as you want to, So you get there. You go.
Yeah. When you control your supply chain, then you can, to your point, you can roll stuff out as slow or as fast as you want to.
Right.
And we're ready for the fast, but we can handle the slow grow, the slow crawl as well.
Yes.
So we're in it for the long haul.
Yes.
We're not going anywhere. This brand will be here, and it will also be international pretty soon as well. Because it's a whole nother model internationally. So yeah.
Yeah, because once you did it here, you move over to another region and you work on manufacturing.
Well, let me say this, because a lot of people don't know this, and I had to learn this myself. Here in the United States, distribution companies want you to already have a relationship with the end customer before they'll carry your product or distribute them to that customer, right? That means the distribution company here in the States does no sales for you. They do nothing. All they do is carry your product from point A to point B, C, and D, right? Overseas, however, the distribution companies work in reverse. They do sales for you because they want to offer new products. They want to widen their footprint in different stores. So they're hungry overseas. So when you work with the global economic, the economic development departments in other countries, they will actually get you in touch with distributors and help you get your product to those distributors, who will then sell your product to the big box stores in those countries. So that means you got to be ready to make some changes to your packaging.
The language, all that.
The language is going to be different. So some places might be easier than others, like the UK or Canada, for example. Those places, especially for potato chips, are wide open. So it's good to work.
Tell me the size too. You only have one size?
Well, we have the 1.5 ounce available online right now, but we're working to get back to the 7 ounce bags. And when we had a grocery store involved, we were supplying them with 7 ounce bags. So we have them ready to go. We just gotta get an order for them. So, and by order, I mean large order. So like we're talking like at least 10 pallets, something like that, which may be like 20,000 bags, something like that. So
we're gonna get a chance to meet soon. I think sooner than later. I want to invite you up. Definitely invite you over to the warehouse so you can do a walkthrough. You can see what we're doing over here. So there's an opportunity. There it is right there. Heavenly Body Products, 2571 Park Central Boulevard in Decatur, Georgia.
Okay.
But we'll definitely connect. Is it okay for me to get your number?
Yeah.
You have my phone number, right? Or okay.
For my brother.
I'm gonna connect y'all together.
There you go.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
Wholesalers together.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We get ready to do some work. Yeah, we get ready to put in some work, baby.
That's easy. We go from hustling to raining. Yes, absolutely.
Let's get something in there. Let's go.
No, not rain like that. I mean, rain like king. Rain like king.
It's all good. It's all good in the hood, baby.
Absolutely.
Man, appreciate you, man. God bless you and your family. And I will be definitely. I'm going to talk to you tonight. I'll call you as soon as I get off the air. All right. That's where you from. All right, King. Stay blessed, okay, King? All right. Peace out.
Yes.
All right. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. That was good.
I want to get that.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that.
I get that.
Somebody put in the feed. Tell me, what did you hear? What did you get out of that interview? Okay? And I'm going to go to our comments. And I want you to get ready now, because we're getting ready to talk technology and where we're going with this thing. Okay? So let me go over here. Let me get rid of this. All right. All right. There we go. We got, let me see. All right. I think this is where we left out. Hey, Miss Veronica, how you doing? Success Reed. Everything's good. Derek said, comment your business. Make sure you put your business in the feed so that we can put your business in the street. Okay? All right now. I mean, because it's hard to do business with women. It's almost impossible to do business with you if we don't know who you are and what you do. When you do it, this is a business show, and you want to be able to cross market your brands now. You don't want to wait. Okay? And if you catch this show later, just know, put your name, put your number, put anything that you need to put in the feed so we can cross market. James give us a powerful, powerful show.
Hey.
Ain't that powerful that he said powerful? All right. Yeah. Derek said, thank you. Mr. Barnhill, thank you. Comment your business below. James said, this is epic. This brother is grinding in spite of what the world is experiencing. And you know, and I thank God for this one-on-one, you know, conversation. It's just, it enhances. How about that?
Yeah.
It enhances what some of the things I already knew. And I'm getting ready to build a relationship with him.
Yeah.
So that we can continue to grow. That's what this thing is. I said when I wanted to get with you guys, what's my main objective dealing with you two?
We your best videographers.
No, to help your children.
Let me say this. Every time you get around some market dude, he don't care about you. Okay. The most important part is the kids.
The children. If you have children or grandchildren, that's my focus. That's my legacy. I'm going to go meet my father, knowing that I left that piece on earth.
That gave me goosebumps talking about that, man.
Praise God.
Yeah.
I tell you, praise his holy name. This is some great information. Thank you, Cookie. Cookie said, thanks so much for sharing. Smart Doja said, what's the location? ATL. I think you might have got some information from Doja. Doja is one of my business associates. And don't forget to go on Economic Evangelism University and see it's going to be people like him and people like you that are going to be on my university teaching on different things that we need to know.
Yeah.
See, the supply chains and all that, how to get it in there, okay?
Yeah.
Monica, how you doing? Looking great. Congratulations, bro, on your business. All right. Jacqueline, how you doing? Awesome information. Hold on. That's cool. Doja said powerful. Pricing information was good. All right. Smart Doja mobile massage therapy. That's what I'm talking about. Smart Doja in the house. My sister says, I don't want to chop her, but I know organics. J Organics. We sell honey. Sell honey. That's for that's great. Yeah. See, listen, Monica, we're gonna do some business. We're gonna have contact for you. So where are you located? Some of you people not putting in your email addresses.
You know what? What I need.
Go ahead.
You know what? Right now, type in your Instagram page or your Facebook page. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at your page and I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna make sure if your page we can help you or you don't need no help. So put down your Instagram page. I dare you.
I'm gonna do something special for the people that do put their Instagram.
Yeah.
We're gonna come up with a special package for them.
Okay.
So if you people are more proactive, put your IG in then Brother Barnhill is gonna get back with you on your IG, and y'all gonna cross market, and he's gonna give you a special package to help your business explode.
Absolutely.
Jacqueline said, premier online education off the chain. Queen says, thank you for some great nuggets. This info will be helpful. All right. That's what I'm talking about. James said, brother, I have to have you on my show. Please. What I need you to do is go back in matter of fact, I'm going to put this information on the feed again. Grab it. Okay. And then I'm going to also put it on a wall. When I get a chance, maybe somebody put it on the wall. That's what we need to do. Maybe Sister Ty could do that. Take all his information and put it on the wall for us. We are located in California, There you go. See, this is what I'm saying. This is powerful. What's your IG as well? Once we understand where you are, we have people in Cali. You know, we don't know what part of California you're in, but there go your email address. So we know what to do.
Yeah.
We know what to do, but we need a little bit more information. Spot Doja on Facebook, Spot Doja on IG. My man. That's what I'm talking about.
Spot Doja, I'm looking at your Instagram right now. Give me a second.
Here we go. And I'm getting ready to put my man's information back up there. That was Dondre Anderson, his Symphony chips. I mean, for the be in a space. This you know, I almost got a tear jerk out of me right there. This is what I've been talking about. It's the generations. We as a people, I'm not talking about black, as God's people. We as God's people, black, white, Chinese, Korean, whoever comes involved with us, God's people. We as a people, God's people. We have to understand, please, it's generational money, generational wealth, because we have understand a generational curses. We understand, you know, that some of the bad things that was passed down to me, I got them. The one thing that I didn't get passed down to me was businesses. So what did I do? I passed it down to my children, my grandchildren. My granddaughter wants 5 businesses. My youngest, she wants 5, she said. I said, okay, I'm here to help you, Queen.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at Spot Doja. I'm looking at your Instagram right now. One thing I would like to say, if you're listening right now, I would like to say in your bio, you have fitness model. So right now I see that you said that you are a massage therapist. So the most important thing for Instagram, when you have an Instagram page, you want your first 6 pages, your first 6 profiles to have your price and what you do. People have short span memory. So when you're on Instagram, they want to see what you got and see what you offer. If I don't see anything, I just see your face. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, I'm just going to keep swiping. But the most important key, you want to change your name into what you do. So if people type in massage therapist, you are most likely to pop up. If they type in fitness model, they'll see something else, and it kind of confuses
So
them.
you're saying with the profile, because now we're getting to now his space, right? In my space. So in the profile, you want to fill in as much of that profile as you can.
Information.
So if it says website, put it in there.
Push your website.
If it says phone number, put it in there.
Push your phone number in. And let people know what you do. If you work with big people, let people know. Because when people go to your Instagram and they see that you work with other people, it's most likely they will want to work with you or book your service. So always show what you do.
Yeah, so you can this is what I said about that, you know, it just supersedes you.
Yeah.
You know, supersedes you. So the thing that I want to say now is, we're getting ready to talk to Brother Barnhill. If you know anybody that's in business, that's Dondre, anybody, I don't care who it is. If you know somebody that needs to do a one-on-one interview, we want to put your business in the streets, okay? And I don't care if you're from here to California, and here to Canada, around the world, Saudi Arabia, I don't care where you're from. As long as God continues to bless us with media, I can interview you from all around the world. So let's make sure we get that done, son. Okay? All right, here we go. I'm with my brother, Derek Barnhill, the one and only, extraordinaire. I'm telling you, we are doing some heavy work. And when I heard my son said, man, I'm looking ready to chop it up with him. Yes. So you know why? Because you said something to him. You engaged him, and he liked that about you. So it's time. Okay, so please tell people again.
Also, my name is Derek Barnhill. I am Atlanta top videographer. if you have a vision, let's get together, and tomorrow you will see it on TV. You see it on Instagram. I love to work with small business owners, with anybody with a vision or a project, and turn it into a professional commercial, a professional cinematic movie, short film. And right now, what we're working with is Sir Markadu. We're working on a small documentary, a brand documentary.
I can't wait till that get out.
Y'all gonna love his story. And you guys have to follow his page. You guys have to look at his YouTube because he's dropping content. Let me tell you, hey, millenniums, y'all have to step it up. Y'all thinking that older people, they are ahead.
Slow,
Listen, this man has a Pinterest.
Know nothing.
He has an Instagram, a Facebook. He's ahead of the game. He got me breathing hard. Listen, y'all. Look,
trying to keep up.
I'm trying to keep up. And also for you, for the baby boomers out there, I don't want you guys to be discouraged because of social media.
Please don't.
You guys have a lot. Listen,
grab a hold of it.
He's way better than me, and I'm 27. So then it's not about the age. It's about the knowledge, and it's about the ambitions
and
behind
willing to learn.
Willing to learn. You're willing to grow. You can learn way better than your nephew, your grandkids, anybody. And today, it's gonna change. You're not after today. You're gonna want to know how to post. You're gonna want to know how to make great content so you can make money off of your Instagram or your Facebook. Thank God for social media. Instead of us going on looking at fights and all this negativity, we can literally make money off of Instagram and Facebook today. And today, we are here to let you guys know by using videography, by using marketing, and by learning your audience and knowing the strategies to get to the next level. And listen, it's an honor to be here today.
Yes.
It's an honor to give you this information. And like I said, I was just on somebody's profile. Brittany, what's her name? Oh, it's Queen. Her name is the real Queen Drea. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more, then I'm done with the Instagram. But you guys can follow me. Okay, rule number 1: if you have a business, you gotta take your page off private. Therefore, people are never ever gonna be able to see what you have. So, when you're ready to get out there, you go public immediately. Okay, immediately. You also
That's Queen. That's Queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
sometimes we be on private. We don't know we're on private. We don't understand. That's why we're going to do a class on just particular stuff like that. People that are really experts in that world. What happens when you put that stuff on private? You know, I can't get to you, right?
Absolutely.
Let's see what we're doing. Keep talking, brother.
Oh yeah, man. So pretty much today we're going to talk about how to create videos. The most important part is yourself. We want to push you on video. We want to get your story down. And what we're doing right now is the most special deal. And it's the brand marketing. It's a brand documentary. So pretty much you guys have to look into it. You guys can call me working in a business. Hey.
She was saying her IG doesn't reflect her business at the moment. That's why it's probably private.
Hey, that's the Instagram you gave me. You gave me that. I went to it. So when you guys give people something, be aware they're gonna look at it. Don't give people your basic profile. So yeah, I'll push you on blast. But in that situation, if somebody asks for Instagram, make sure it's your business. Don't give them something that's gonna leave them astray. But I see the vision, and I really want to work with you. You can contact me. We can probably work on a promo video for your brand or whatever you want to do.
Now, what do you need, sister?
I think I should run the video.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah, run the video. Yeah. And you know, and I want to see what can we do. Keep it in mind. What can we do with people that's in a different state? That's in California. How can you help them? Maybe there's some clips that we can work on. They can send.
Oh, you know what? We can do both. We can do both. Thank you for saying that.
Okay.
We travel. You book us. We travel. We've been to Las Vegas. We've been everywhere. We've been to California, LA. We've been to Florida. Hey, we travel. All you have to do is book us, call us, and we will interview you. We want to know your business so we can see what type of commercials. Today's world, you can do multiple commercials. You can do a skit, a comedy skit. You can do a basic commercial just talking about who you are. You can have no music and just talk with your voice. It's many ways just to create a commercial. Like I said, what Sir Mark do, we just freestyle. I said, hey, wake up. 7 in the morning, let's do it. He had his suit on. We got his story down. I even learned stories about him that I haven't even knew before. You know, so these stories help people to know you.
Yeah. You're gonna get when it comes out, they're gonna know a lot more about me than they gonna. Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be nuts. I'm telling you, absolutely nuts. And what we're gonna do right now, fam, we're gonna put a video on one of the things that he done to get you prepared for that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get there. Let's go here.
Offering the best video content package that you can't turn down. 87% of internet marketers leverage video content to meet their business goals. By creating videos that appeal to the emotions of your target audience, you not only give them a reason to consume your content, but also spread it across their own network. This package includes 15 to 30 minutes interview, 4 to 6 promotional videos, animation logo, affiliate strategies, professional voiceover, 30 to 60-second radio promotional advertisement. Book Third Eye Media for your next upcoming project. For more information, go to www.vision528.com.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and wrap it.
So pretty much, man, you guys just seen a promo video of what we do, Third Eye Vision. We work with many people here in Atlanta, and my favorite part is giving the people the last final results. And when they see it, they're like, oh my God. Like, I love to make people smile just by using my talent. And the second part, after you get the video, what you're gonna do, how you're gonna sell it, and things in that nature. After you book our service, we also teach you how to post your video, how to get money from your video. Once you have the video, that's the best part ever. It's done. Now you can put it on Facebook. You can put it on Instagram. You can put it on IGTV. And we have different frames. You can have a 15-second clip. You can have a 45-second clip. You can have a 60-second clip. Also, we also provide interviews where we sit down and we interview your brand. We ask you, how do you start it in the most dramatic part of your business? Because like I said, if people don't know you, they're not going to buy your products. So you have to get with us so we can prepare your story. We can prepare your testimony, because it's a million of geniuses out there here in Atlanta, here everywhere. The people that's looking right now, you guys are geniuses, and it's time for you to stand up and to get out and to let people know about your story. The world is shut down right now. So it's your time to plan. So when the world starts to open back up, and when the economy starts going right back, you are ready. You have your videos, you have your content, you have an idea of what you're going to do. I know you guys, the people that don't know how to do marketing or videos, you don't know what to do. We are going to teach you how to make money off of videos. And the key is your testimony. If you look at Instagram, TikTok, Vine, content is everything. It can be just by making somebody laugh. It can be, hey, how you doing? Buy my stuff. Ding.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Content. Especially if you have you have the right product, the right service. Mm-hmm. To do that,
yeah.
You know, we haven't even really done a product promo yet. We haven't yet. So when that happens, when we introduce that carrot killer, introduce that shea butter, that sage, because sage right now, it kills 95% of all bacteria in the air. Yeah. You know, so bacteria in the air.
Last thing I'm going to say, this next video I'm going to play, this was my wife. She has her own t-shirt company. So what we did, we made a promo. We made a short film for her video. And once you book us, you will get similar videos just like this. And Sir Markadu, take it away.
All right, we getting ready to do this right now, folks.
Truck to the plane, to the truck to the hotel lobby. Me, I go.
Is that on the side?
That's
All right.
So pretty much, that was a short clip. You can see the full.
Oh, I know what the music.
The music.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah,
we
they don't play. Facebook don't play with the music. They don't play with the copyright. Did it disrupt the live? We still live?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me good? Can you hear me? Good. Hey, Dondre, can you hear me? Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. Okay. All right. So go ahead.
All right. So yeah, pretty much, you guys. Once you guys book our service, we will sit down and we will learn about you. Everybody video is infinite. You know, so when we book you, we don't know what we're gonna do. We want to hear your story, and we're gonna allow, you know, your story to create your vision. So if you, like I said, Dondre, if we were to team up with you, we would have a video of you downtown holding your chips. We will probably have somebody, a model, holding your chips, eating it, slow motion. You know, we think creatively. So everybody that we book is different. Everybody has a different vision, and that's why I love when you book us. It's real personal.
And I just want to make sure everybody gets a real chance at this. Put your IG in the feed. Make sure you put your company in the feed. Email address. Anything that you can use that we can get to you and talk to you. If you're really interested in a video being done, you want your product being shot.
Product photography. Oh yes, that's the main thing right now, because people are at home. You want to get a product photography shoot. If you're not in Atlanta, if you're in California or anywhere else, you can send us your products. We will get a white background, black background, and take pictures and send it back to you so you can be able to sell it on Amazon, eBay. This is the king. He knows the value of having a professional photographer to have on your products.
It's crazy. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We're on the last leg of this, and I had a great time. I want you to please put in the feed. Is anything that you have learned? I know that your time is the most valuable thing that you have on the planet, and hopefully you spent your time wisely. And so we just want to be able to just get a little snippet of your mind, your imagination. What did we do tonight that you are proud of?
Yeah.
What is it that we said tonight that you can utilize and that you can teach your own children and your grandchildren? Hopefully we touch the hearts, minds, and souls of some of your children and your children's children. And just do me a favor, make sure you ask your children, do they want to make any extra cash? Do they want to make some money? This is the time. You know, they may not let school back in. I had somebody come in today and said that the school's closed. The college is done for the year. Mm-hmm. So
it's time to get this money.
That is amazing to me.
Yeah.
And if they keep the schools closed, the secondary and high schools closed for the rest of the year, it's not going to be nice for families. One of the things I would do is pump up your business, get your business skills together, get your children acclimated. Call me for a copy of the book just get my number, which is right here, and go ahead and text me. Let me know that you want a book. I'll send you a book at cut prices, but you must start teaching your children what's going on in the community now. Economics is key. I'll tell you something. If it wasn't for this type of environment, you know, I don't know what I would do with my children, especially my grandchildren, because of this environment. My son is a lot sharper. But I tell you what, when I was 10 years old, 11 years old, this economics was the thing that kept me out of trouble. I mean, for real. I mean, a little bit of trouble that I was getting in, I just didn't want to get into the other criminal stuff that that my friends and my brothers and my cousins, they were getting into. I didn't have to. I had money every day. And once you start teaching, then you get your children, grandchildren to be taught by, you know, other leaders in the community. That's where that university comes in.
Yeah.
That's when you realize.
And I just want to say, people that's looking right now, get in contact with Mr. Sir Markadu. If you have any kids and you don't want them to work for McDonald's, you don't want them to work for corporate, you want them to work for themselves, send them to Sir Markadu. He will teach them how to sell their own products. And I'm talking about products that's good for the soul. I'm talking about sage and incense and body oils. The other day, I just purchased a load from him, and I use it to you know, just to have a second stream of income. Yeah. I'm an entrepreneur and I love money. Yeah. I just don't make money off of videos and photographies. You know, I started my own oil line. I have my own sage, and I'm selling to my people, not just to have it, but just to be there and to be a vessel for the community. Yeah. I don't want to sell something that's going to be toxic. I'd rather give you saves so you can have a good day, so you can have a clean environment. It's all about ourselves and our soul. So I want to be able to help you help yourself. So contact Mr. Sir Markadu. Yeah. Let y'all kids come and purchase their products so they can go and sell it. And y'all can contact me, and I can help give a commercial for your business. I can help do a product photography for your brand. So you guys don't have to go to other videographers that's paying you know, charge a whole lot. You can get it here for the low. You can get it here for a low and also professional. And also you get to connect with a wholesaler, and also contact Dondre as well if you guys are interested of wholesaling pharmacist chips and want to sell that. Like, you guys, the information is here. This is the Black Wall Street right here. While the economy is down, let's start making these deals. Let's start making these plays. So once it start opening, we're going to hit the ground running. I guarantee you that. Well, I thank you. And I just hope that God continues to bless you and your family, blesses every breath and every step you take. And just stay in peace, you know, not in pieces, okay? And I just hope you take care of yourself, take care of each other. You know, there's a virus going on out there. Just be as careful as you can be. Be careful. Okay? So enjoy the rest of your night. Peace, love, and community service. And remember, when you master community service, you will master customer service. Have an awesome night, everybody. Peace and love.